welcome to lesson number 9 for our sensory development. And we will begin again by singing our welcome song. I'm going to change welcome to bonjour because just to switch things up a little bit. Bonjour, bonjour, everyone. Now you're here, let's have some fun. First we'll clap our hands just so. Clap, clap, clap. Then we'll wave our hands hello. Bonjour, bonjour, everyone. Now you're here, let's have some fun. How do you do, everybody? How do you do? I'm fine, thanks. How about you? We're so glad you came to play at Bright Babies today. How do you do, everybody? How do you do? I hope everyone is doing really, really well. So today I am going to show you a few things that I haven't yet showed you that is in your package. Now, I live in beautiful British Columbia. One thing that happens a lot in beautiful British Columbia, as beautiful as it is that it rains a lot. In fact, today I was going and picking up my older daughter from school with the Malaya, the baby, and it was raining. And when it was raining, she was getting a little bit wet. And of course I had her rain jacket and everything on her, but I also noticed that she was quite inquisitive about the rain and seeing where this water is coming from, since she's becoming so much more aware and feeling the sensation on her body. Now, a common song that everyone knows is it's raining, it's pouring. So to enable our babies to make connections that are in their real life worldly examples, it is important to acknowledge what's happening in their real life situations, such as when they're outside experiencing the rain, as well as when you're singing it. So we're going to sing It's Raining, It's Pouring, and we're going to do an activity called Get Out Your Umbrella. And we're going to do this with the pom-poms that you have in your package. And of course, these pom-poms are super soft. I do recommend that you are with your baby when you're doing this and not to leave it unattended, because if they do put this in their mouth, it's not going to feel very good. It's going to give a it's going to become wet, and it won't be quite safe for them unattended. All right, so we're going to sing It's Raining, It's Pouring, and I'm going to put it on my little caterpillar here to pretend that this is my baby. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring, he went to bed, bumped his head, and couldn't get up in the morning. And I'm just dropping the rain, the pom-poms on my baby. Pop, pop, pop. When you're doing this, you'll notice that your baby is watching you place the pom-poms over their face, and they're looking around, or over their belly, or over their chest. Doesn't have to be on their face if that's too much. And you'll notice that they'll make different expressions. So if they like the sensation, they might be interested by widening their eyes, or smiling, or kicking their arms and legs. And that indicates that it's something that they like. and you can continue doing it. However, the baby may not like it and may cry, and that's totally fine as well. And then you can try this another time. It's important to note that even though your baby may not like it the first time, preferences change very quickly in babies. So it's important to continue doing this. As well as when you're singing this, it's going to help develop their language skills, and it's also going to really help them develop an awareness of themselves as an individual separate from you. And this game really does do that, because they can see that you are placing these objects on them, and they're actually looking and they're feeling it. So again, they're noticing that I am feeling it, but you are not. So that's something that you can continue to do with your baby. Now, one of the other storyboard activities that I have for you is 5 currants in a baker's shop. So I'm just going to read this out to you. Now, in the package, there are coins as well as the 5 currants. So I've just put mine up like this, and you'll just listen to what I'm doing and then follow along. 5 currant buns in a baker's shop, round and fat with the cherry on top. Along came a cow, or you could say your baby's name instead. With the $1 one day, bought a currant bun and took it away. 4 currant buns in a baker's shop, round and fat with the cherry on top. Along came a lion with the $1 one day, bought a currant and took it away. And again, your baby's going to follow you and track you as you place these in a different area. 3 currant buns in the baker's shop, round and fat with the cherry on top. Along came a sheep with the $1 one day, bought a currant and took it away. 2 currant buns in a baker's shop, round and fat with the cherry on top. Along came a frog with the $1 one day, bought a currant and took it away. 1 currant bun in a baker's shop, round and fat with the cherry on top. Along came a pig with the $1 one day, bought a currant and took it away. So that again is another really great song that helps develop language skills, object permanence, knowing that the object is going to be taken away but put back again, as well as visual perception. So those are all really, really great activities you can do. And again, you have all this in your package, including these cute little puppets here, which I'll do in my last lesson. I'll show you a song that you can do with that. All right, now for our thriving gem, there's something that I wanted to tell you about that involves pictures, photographs, which we love to take, and it's called Picture Perfect. And that reminds me, I better go and do this myself. I even have not done this yet, but I should. So I've taken all the pictures, but I haven't done the next step, which is to develop them. So you, I'm sure, have taken a lot of pictures of your baby, and perhaps you have taken photos of your baby's family members, such as if they have brothers or sisters, or cousins, mommy or daddy, grandma and grandpa, just a few. I would say to start with about 5. And then you can add on those that are closest to you. And this is a really great activity, in particular due to the pandemic, since babies can't really see family, extended family. So what you want to do is take these photos, these pictures, and put them on an index card. And when you have them on an index card, it's kind of like a little book. Now, oftentimes you will also find contact paper that you can place on top. There are even maybe picture book, photo albums still in some places. You may be able to purchase that. If not, you can just place the photos on an index card, glue them on there, put some contact paper, and name each person that is on that index card. So, grandma, grandpa, mommy, daddy, etc., etc., etc. And over time, what's going to happen is the baby's going to be pointing to the pictures and know who it is, smile, and maybe even end up reaching for the people in the pictures. So this is not only just going to help them with their visual perception, but as well as memory and develop language skills as well. And this is actually really interesting, an interesting point now that I'm thinking about it. I'm noticing how Malaya is doing that a lot during virtual sessions or virtual meetings with her friends, with little play dates that we have virtually because we can't be in person. And she'll end up reaching for her friend or with another person that she knows, which is really kind of cool. So times are changing, and we adapt and we move and we surrender and accept and grow and flourish and move on. All right, and I also wanted to point out another piece that is in your sensory package, and that is a spinning top. Now, we all love these spinning tops, and you'll notice that the spinning top that I have for you is quite textured. I just actually put this on Malaya's, her little activity center, and you'll notice when I spin the top that the pictures move around just like any top would. And it's moving around and around and around, and it's spinning. And that is actually really, really key for babies because they are focused on it, right? Even if we spin it ourselves, it's something that attracts our attention and we're focused on it. And so this is a really good activity if you are doing something like tummy time. And if you place this on the ground, your baby will look at it. So it really does sustain their attention for quite a while. And another activity that is in your sensory pack is a glitter package. It's kind of like a sensory jar. And with this glitter square box that I have for you, you'll notice that the glitter inside moves. And if you hold this up while your baby is doing tummy time, again, it's going to help strengthen their gross motor skills because they're so focused on it. So the more time will be spent on their tummy because they're focused on this. All right, those are our thriving gems for today, and I will see you in our final lesson. It's time to say goodbye to all our friends. It's time to say goodbye to all our friends. It's time to say goodbye. Give a smile and wink your eye. It's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Bye, everyone.